Might help if I actually unmuted. Anyway, hello, boys and girls. I lost track of time, so I wish I had a counter instead of just counting down to 0. It would also let you know how many minutes late you are. Like, yeah, I probably could have looked at YouTube for that answer, but anyways, hopefully Raquel will be able to join us soon. I sent her a link. She could be having a nap. I don't know. But we are going to watch Revolt of the Zombies, as Mike Souza in the chat has labeled. Anyway, I think it's in the comments, so there shouldn't be any copyright issue. If so, I'll just fuss and complain on deaf ears because YouTube doesn't care. But anywho, if you're watching this on the replay, hello. Let's see. Let me get rid of share screen. There we go. And I actually didn't realize this, but this is very cool. I did not actually know it was a sequel to White Zombie, which is actually on the list to be watched at some point soon. So, let us get the show started. There we go. I'll turn it down a little bit because I don't want to deafen the crap out of anybody. Hey, Mikey, how are you doing? How is the ratio? Can you hear the movie more or me more? Like, and is anything too loud?
No, Captain Luke. Your splendid service as an interpreter is appreciated. But when you try to tell me stories of mesmerism, occultism, men without souls, hordes of supermen capable of annihilating armies of tame men, you make me wonder which of us is sane.
General, I dare say I failed in my presentation of the facts.
No, not facts, but the ravings of a
Oh,
man
you hear both
with
equally.
beast.
All right.
No,
I'll try to talk a little
too
more
much help.
softly just so people can hear a
Read
little
that
more.
last.
You know what? I'm going to turn on the captions. The captions are not very good sometimes, though. So.
One moment. I wish I could believe in your robot. I could use several regiments of them right now. That's all.
I like captions.
You don't have to tell me you failed, Alma. I read your emotions in your face just as easily as you read the dead lady.
Can't find a language in which to convince General Duval.
No, the chances are you apologize.
Just to cut down on the amount of conversation during the movie, I was just going to have Raquel and Apion up here.
Knowing your objective and driving straight at it.
It's simple. Just impress the other fellow to know more than he does.
It has been called ego a bit.
Oh, yes, I like the American phrase better.
But possibly another time, then.
Don't rub it in.
Well, someone should. You know, I admire your knowledge.
I need to clean my glasses.
I'll take half your knowledge, and you take half my ego. We'll have two smart men.
How much of this high priest story you believe?
Oh, I think there is something in black magic. Call it superstition if you want. I don't know. But I don't believe that you can turn human beings into automatons, or as you call them, zombies.
You believe in mental telepathy?
Might be something to it.
Well, science does. It's an established fact, Cliff, that in the Orient, the last of an ancient race lives for the laws of telepathy. So their knowledge, their rituals, they're guarded by just such priests as this man Pio.
All right, I'll buy you a driver mental telegraphist, but I'll not buy you a robot.
Now look, Cliff. Tiong here comes from Angkor, where according to their legend, Angkor was built for these robots. Thousands of tireless, feelingless human machines.
Yes, I know, and they call them zombies.
Controlled and directed mentally by their priest king.
Yes, and Tiong here is the last descendant of that priest king, the only man alive that knows the secret of the zombie.
Tiong. Baktan Oi Sava.
I don't believe a word of it.
He says that the general keeps his ears in the ground like the ears of a corpse. That he'll not listen to the words.
Hello, Mr. Lindell. How are you, sugar? I hope you're doing good tonight.
Eva Pry Achilai. Tiong still insists his gods say he must create zombie soldiers. He says he'll show us how a handful of zombies can take an entire enemy trench.
I am not here to plead the cause of the Central European powers, but that of modern civilization. In the name of humanity, you must not go further with your experiment. It may mean destruction of the white race. General Vertelling, the responsibility is not ours. It is that of a fanatical Oriental priest attached to our Cambodian contingent. We have already placed the man under arrest. The experiment ends with that. I think I shall be glad to return with that assurance. Then we are agreed that since the priest Tiong refuses to reveal his secret, he is a menace so powerful that he must be confined where he never again can use his occult knowledge. Quite right, General. Right?
I suppose so.
I am in the cause. Sir, your threat of life imprisonment apparently has not moved this man.
He understands it means solitary confinement?
Yes, sir. He still refuses.
Then inform him that we are forced to carry through the sentence of solitary confinement for life.
Yeah. Bakkan Etoy Ma.
He is to be confined to his quarters, pending his removal to military prison.
Yes, sir.
On down.
I need that.
Gentlemen, Priest Young was murdered. Murdered by someone who did not want the Allies to benefit by his power to create robot soldiers. Or perhaps by someone who tried to take the secret from him to become the greatest force in the world.
When dealing with these Orientals, you deal with fatalists.
I want to apologize in advance. This is an old movie, so if anything comes out racist, I'm really sorry.
Understandable.
Like,
This method of creating
no offense is meant by anything rude in this
must be
movie.
on record somewhere.
So I believe. And it could only be in one of the temples of Angkor.
Then we must fight. When this war ends, our duties will not end. I make a suggestion and ask that each of you bring it to the attention of your government. Urge them to sponsor jointly an expedition to the lost city of Angkor. And for general appearances, let it be a private expedition. Find the secret of the zombies, destroy it. Yes?
If you'll permit me to say so, sir, I think we've accomplished a good deal. It took years to make Angkor what she is. Certainly, we can't expect it to fall to secret dust in just a few months.
Yes, but this all costs money and that.
Darling. Mr. Max, how do you like me in this helmet?
My dear Claire,
I like you in anything.
You're a gallant. I think I look awful in it.
so do I.
Now, Daddy, this is the time you're not to agree with me.
Well, maybe someday I'll say something that meets with your approval.
I promised myself that, darling. Luke, how do you like me in it?
In what?
This hat, topper, this.
I think you're beautiful.
Yes, you're more than gallant.
I beg your pardon,
Now you spoil it.
Is this a discussion of business or are we playing charades?
Proceed, gentlemen. I'll take the minutes to
Now,
you.
Claire, now, here, I'm Gooding. Well, you're late.
Sorry. I was busy.
Oh, you were?
Yes.
Well, that's it.
Monsieur Luke, no doubt, has represented me well, I trust.
Well, he made some alibis for you.
Very nice of him, I should. But I have a habit of handling my own affairs.
I'm looking things over today.
I'll be pleased to come. Perhaps Mademoiselle Duval will permit me to...
Thank you, Monsieur. I've made my arrangements. Monsieur Luke has consented to act as my guide. In an hour, Monsieur Luke.
Thank you, Mademoiselle Duval. None whatever. So he promised to give up his power, release his substance for this woman he loves.
Now, that's my idea of a man in love.
You believe the legend?
That's true.
Who made it up?
I didn't want anyone to think I had, necessarily condoned, anything
You've
inappropriate
given up
either,
all
though.
that power,
I shall never have power. I've never known love.
and power's not so important. You are in love. In love with old stone pieces of pottery. Well, that's enough.
That.
Who's that?
Oh, that's Cliff Grayson. He's one of our best men here.
Oh. I'm hungry. Let's go back to camp.
All right, let's do.
What did you say his name was?
Jacob Barman.
Oh, no, I mean him.
Oh, Cliff Grayson. I thought for a while she was in love with you.
That's your own imagination.
I could have understood that.
Why?
You're so much more her kind.
There goes that inferiority complex again. You know, someday I'm going to cure you.
I hope you do. What was it you said once about if you want anything, you ride roughshod over everything?
You root. Forget all sentiment. Get to your objective, take it, and hold it.
Now,
wonder if I could do that. Perhaps not. But the man that doesn't is a fool. Good night.
Mama, can you interpret that dance?
Well, I hardly know. Dance is centuries old, I expect.
Yes, but the wiggle's always the same.
That's the traditional wedding dance of the Khmer.
You know, she had a nice
Father?
understanding of the dance.
Now, Father, that girl is my discovery.
This engagement party would not be complete without hearing from the lucky man. On your feet, lads. Let's see you rise to the occasion.
There you are. I hardly know what to say. I suppose that no man hardly knows what to say in a situation like this, but I presume we all say just about the same thing, so as trite as it is, may I say, I am the most fortunate man in the world.
Bravo! Bravo!
I'm sorry. I must be overcome by Armand's emotion.
Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. What Father does when giving up.
Indeed, Apex. And how are you doing tonight, Sugar? I hope you're doing all right.
I've said the right thing at last. I'm improving.
1940s laughter, right?
Great.
Oh,
You were about to say something. Were you not?
No, John.
I think they were too uptight in the 40s.
That's great.
I'd have a posh
I've
laugh.
never known you at a loss for words.
Good to hear.
I wish you all the happiness that you deserve.
It's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together, isn't it?
Isn't it? Always wondering where the next piece goes.
First thing we know, Claire, you'll be a puzzle digger like us with a sieve and a shovel.
Who knows? I might be the one who finds the secret of hypnotizing subjects. I know certain people I'd use it on.
You tell us if you find the secret?
Oh, she'd have to. A woman isn't supposed to keep a secret, is she?
I know, right? People would go to the grocery store wearing a nice dress or like at least a shirt and a tie, you know?
I don't know whether Malatesta is painting this plot or trying out next year's color scheme for a gentleman's hair. Oh!
Grayson!
He's not exactly rushing over there to help that guy, is he?
I can't understand it. I examined those ropes myself this morning.
You think you're badly hurt?
I don't know. I'm just numb. We'll get you to the hospital, Sam.
One thing I've always admired about you
Oh
is
my
your
god,
honesty.
I love it.
The thing I
That's
most
actually
love
adorable. I love the sound of it.
is your loyalty to your work and to your friends. It's great.
I've never had
I
reason
think it
to
just
question his
inspired me
motives.
to make a shirt.
Even now, he's an innocent victim, as I am.
I love you.
And I loved you.
But do you think we would ever have sex unless I
Unless you had used me to excite curiosity. I suppose in your mind you can justify that.
woman love can justify anything?
Be ruthless. Ride roughshod over everything. Forget all sentiment. Decide upon what you want and get it, no matter whom it hurts. I've been told that was the thing to do, and now I find it's a woman's code. Well, I still admire your honesty.
Oh, I have a regret. I've hurt you.
You should have no regret. If getting what you want is everything, there should be no regret.
Aren't you being a little ruthless now?
No. I'm a man who loves you.
Even now?
Yes. I shall always love you. I have been made somewhat ridiculous, it's true, but still I love you.
Oh, I'd much rather that you hate me.
I wish I could. That would make things so easy.
Had you done this to me, I should hate you.
Hello,
I know I
Insanity.
hate
How
you
are
for
you doing?
pride.
Glad to see
Where
you
you are
here, darling.
concerned, I have no pride.
Hope all is good. I am glad you got your internet. That is awesome. Ooh. Well, you'll have to send me your link to your Twitch. I don't go over there very often, but I at least try to come by and say hi. Hey Curtis, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Glad to see you visiting us. Because I'd stream it here, but Xbox doesn't have it. It doesn't have a YouTube option. That is so weird. Huh.
I changed you, ambassador to the In their kingdom of Ankar witnessed a strange ceremony which witnessed a strange ceremony. Fools.
Oh, hey Jens, how are you?
Under our very noses.
What? Sounds fancy. It's raining in Tulsa? That's so weird. 'Cause I checked the weather and it didn't show any indication of any rain. It's so weird.
The ceremony.
Klaus Schwab
The
can.
zombie ceremony. And the secret does lie.
How are you doing tonight, Jens? Ooh, that's probably some heart shit or whatever it is, that weather modification. Turns out that our governor signed us up for weather modification. They shouldn't surprise me. That guy will do anything for money.
Why not?
Please, please support the very old religious customs because they're glad you all go away. Very
Absolutely. Man, I hope that's none of our worries, because yikes. I think that's always a worry. I know, right?
I can't translate that. Where's Luke? He's been absent now for 2 days without permission. And right in the middle of this important translation, he disappears into thin air. None of you, not one of you, are able to offer an explanation. I have discipline in this organization if I have to send every one of you back to your own country. Well, dear Luke. Where have you been?
In Angkor.
In Angkor. By whose leave did you absent yourself from your work?
Well, I thought that you would be glad to know that...
You thought. You are incapable. Did I give you permission to go to Angkor for 2 days while your work here, insignificant as it is, waits while I wait?
But Dr. Trevisan,
I will not tolerate insubordination. When you signed with this expedition, you agreed to abide by its orders. See, Luke, you are dismissed. You will be provided with transportation back to France on the next steamer leaving Saigon.
But Dr.
Good day, sir.
Una. Una. Sit down. There. Una, the white man's ways have ever been strange to you at least. To me, they are strange too. But I've discovered that he who would succeed must disregard all sentiment, decide upon his objective and drive straight to it. Ruthless? Yes, but therein lies success. Una, I have discovered the secret formula of the great king of the Khmer. You are my first experiment. If I succeed with you, I will have acquired a knowledge that will make me the most important man in the world.
I think there's a lot of the UK that is not that masculine.
Lower your arms.
I mean, it kind of doesn't surprise me. I mean, it is Castro's
I
son.
will it.
Oh, heck yeah. Well, it's going to be like nice old-fashioned boring zombies. It's not going to have that wild Walking Dead feel to it. People would have fainted in the theaters if they'd done that.
Can you move hand or foot, except as I will it? No, Master. Can you think or speak, except as I command? No, Master. Una, we're learning to be ruthless. Yes, Master.
Armand, you're a different man. There's no indecision in you these days, lad. You have an authority about you. It's quiet, but one sensitive. Like a man who has suddenly found himself.
Took me a long time to acquire it. No more question what I
Justin
do
Trudeau.
what I want to do.
That's fine.
Like if you look at old pictures of Castro when he was younger, it looks so much like Trudeau.
Donald, you're
Plus,
the one
Trudeau's
man
mom
that
had like the
I was
absolute
afraid.
hots for Castro.
I know you did.
If you hadn't said what you have, I wouldn't have said it. I liked you for the way you stood on your feet when another man had the good luck that you deserved.
Wasn't for me.
That's the way to look at it. She's a grand girl, and he's a good lad. And we'll all be wishing him happiness in another 2 weeks.
Right?
2 weeks.
Which I assume makes his dad a total cuck, to be honest. Or his birth certificate daddy, anyway. Well, I don't have any proof that that's the case, but if you look at pictures of Trudeau and then, like I said, compare it to pictures of Castro when he was like 30, the resemblance is unbelievable.
Monsieur Grace, come here at once.
Have I said anything I shouldn't, lad? Yes?
You will proceed at once to his house. Report to Colonel Lamont, in charge of our survey in that district. Bring back his confidential facts. Take what escort you need.
Yes, sir. I appreciate the confidence you place in the survey. This rather an unexpected mission, considering the fact that Your daughter and I to be married in 2 weeks, and the trip to Estella will take 6.
I sympathize with you, Fraser. But our duty comes first.
Let me go, man.
You understand.
Idiot. I don't want to do that. Okay, try these tips. I'm still trying to do something, dummy. Sorry, I forgot to mute it. I was busy yelling at my computer. Wasn't acting right.
As your poet Bobby Burns has said, the best laid plans of mice and men gang after glay.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Dr. Faustus, with his alchemy, and the help of his satanic majesty, discovered the secret of renewed youth. Just what is the secret you found?
I have not as yet been able to enlist the help of Satan, but perhaps you, with your recently acquired habits of appearing at inopportune moments, hold the power to materialize the Prince of Darkness.
In possession of the knowledge you hold, I should not need his help.
You assume much, my dear Mazovia.
I know much, my dear Luke.
You should know, then, that I'm not easily fooled by your attempted subtleties. Any knowledge that I may possess shall be retained only by me. You see, I don't hold you to be a stupid man.
You have need of me, my dear Luke. You are a clod. I, a man of imagination. You have stumbled upon this lost knowledge of the centuries. I have hesitated at nothing to gain it. Let me share your secret with you, and the world lies at our feet.
In France, did Theon, the high priest, share his knowledge with you?
No. And therefore he died.
You killed him?
With the help of the goddess Siva. Ah, that you will not understand. This you may. The breaking of the scaffold, so well tested by MacDonald. The mysterious disappearance of Francois and Henri. The refusal of the natives to do any further work.
Why?
The expedition withdrew, did it not? I knew you would not give up. I hoped you would lead me to the secret. Tiang took this from the goddess Siva, and I took it from him. I thought it was what we all thought. It was a clue, but not the right one. This I am right in. You have the secret of the zombies. Let me have it.
You leave me no choice, my dear Mazovia.
You show rare judgment, my dear Luke.
The secret lies in placing the right hand. So, the symbol of the third eye.
Man, you're making Saturday Night Live references, and that's awesome.
One
Lots of hugs and sanity. I hope you have a good night.
hand slowly steal about your throat. Great priest king Yakavan used his subjects, men like you, to build the miracle city of Angkor. Perhaps under my control, you are scheduled for even greater things. Dr. Trevisan, I thank you for reinstating me. So kind. And you, my poor friends, for the unwilling contribution of your souls. You are giving me power to achieve the one thing I want.
He
I am
probably
grateful.
did not say that. Probably.
No doubt you would all tear me limb from limb should I ever relinquish.
I think there's some Bela Lugosi eyes right there. They like doing that with his eyes.
But that shall never be.
Cliff. Cliff.
Claire.
Come on. We're going home right now.
Hey, Ruben. Lots of hugs. Sorry, I'm eating food. But it's so great to have you here. How are you?
I sensed the change in him when he sent me away.
I'm frightened.
That time Armand was away, he was in Angkor. He's succeeded where we've all failed. He's found the secret of the high priest and he has power. And both of us taught him the lesson of being ruthless. He knows what he wants, all right. It's you.
What will he do to you?
He'll get me out of the way. Our only chance
Oh,
is to get away
hello,
from him
Frosty
right now.
Broccoli. How are you, sugar? Well, I appreciate that. It's always good to have you here. I don't know if I'm good at business or not, but we can talk about it.
Your father asked me to
Are we
say that
following
you
each other on Twitter?
at once. I trust you had a pleasant trip to where was it? Oh yes, Ishtala, I believe.
That trip couldn't possibly have been made at your suggestion, could it?
My suggestion. What possible reason could I have had for that?
Same reason as for all these changes have been made since I was sent over. These men, you scheme to marry Claire.
If anything or anyone gets in your way, ride roughshod over him. Isn't that your creed?
Not creed. Just advice I gave to a friend.
You also advise forget sentiment. If you want a thing, go after it, get it. Isn't that it?
You proved an apt pupil.
I had a splendid teacher.
And now I'm the one that stands in your way.
You are, but I'm removing.
Then if I marry you, you will send Cliff back to England. That is your offer, is it not?
Not my offer, my promise.
He goes unharmed.
Unharmed.
I want your word that you will not make him subject to your will as these others are. Please, please.
The followers, shall we say. You will not be harmed. I give you my word.
I believe that you will.
Yes, I will. And I'll do more. I'll let you bid him goodbye.
I should like to do that.
You love him very much, don't you?
I'm proving it. It isn't easy to give up the one thing in the world one loves.
No, it isn't. I too love only one thing in the world, but cannot give it up. Our difference is, I haven't your courage.
So much I wanted to say. Now there's so little to say.
I've only felt like this once before. The first time I went into the front line. I was afraid.
I also tried out having a little store, but I don't know how to advertise it very well. But if you feel America, by all means, check it out. Oh, how are you tonight? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I realized you're talking to Ribbon.
No. Just let me look.
I'll miss my guy.
Oh, we've got to keep on getting.
I'm going in now. Stop.
10 minutes past 5.
From now on, I shall always count time as one.
Man, she looks like she's making an excuse to get away from this guy, and he's not getting the hint. Well, yeah, she's like, oh, okay. Well, it did seem like she was trying to get away. Yeah, I'm not good at marketing, and I never have. I think my stuff in my little store is cute. I just have a hard time finding people who are like interested. I'm glad you liked it. Most of the products have an AI generated image that I made up. Not the most recent one. The most recent one was inspired by Apex a few minutes ago. Something he said made me design a shirt like that. But like the stuff, like most of the way down, they're AI generated images. Just so nobody tries to hit me with a copyright.
If I'm not welcome, open the door again. Start me, and I'll roll gently back to my room.
They'll never kill your spirit, MacDonald.
It's all I have left, save my love for my friend.
What's on your mind?
That which is most difficult to do, and have it understood. Give unwanted advice.
That's true, Mac. But go ahead. You're the one man I'll listen to.
Thanks.
Well, what's it all about?
You and yours. You've done a terrible thing to her.
Is it so terrible to fight for and to get the one thing in this world you want?
Not if you played a gentleman's game.
I don't like sermons.
Nor perhaps the truth.
Perhaps not.
I do. This power which you have, this obsession which drives you on, will defeat you in the end. And it should. You fool yourself with the delusion that you can make this woman love you. You can't do it. No man should do what his sense of right tells him not to do, nor desire that which it forbids him to desire. When right ways disappear, one's person must vanish with one's principle. That was said by an ancient philosopher, and I hold these things to be true. Good night.
I like it. Like as long as I mean, I try to sell stuff, but nobody seems. I don't know. I just can't like reach my market or whatever, my target demographic or whatever the fuck you call it. I don't mind sharing the idea.
No,
Bengali. That sounds familiar, but I haven't seen that. Oh, hell no. Besides, Disney's a bunch of assholes in so many ways. One, I can't do their Disney stuff, even if I wanted to, because they're uptight about their copyright. There was one guy whose son died, and so he designed his son a Disney themed headstone, and Disney found out and had his headstone destroyed because it was a copyright. Like, what kind of monster does that?
Claire, I
Everybody
bet
should have
you
burnt
my
Disneyland
hopes
to the
are
ground when that happened.
Would you say that?
I married you. I kept my bargain.
And I kept mine.
Yeah, if we can sell a bunch of them, I don't mind.
Is that all I'm to ever have? Your gratitude? I envy Clifford. I'd give up everything I have if you could just find it in your heart to think kindly of me.
You asked me to think kindly of you. You have control over my thinking. You proved that with my father and others. You've made them subject to your will.
I could never do that to you. I couldn't.
At least that's somewhat gentlemanly of her not to do that.
If I give up this power, if I release these people,
Then I should really believe that you love me.
You know, that wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. It really wouldn't.
I'll prove it.
After everything I've seen, yeah, I believe it.
I give it up.
It's like I'd give up everything I am and everything I have for you. I hope they're getting their comeuppance because that to do that to a kid's headstone is absolutely monstrous. And I don't just blame the lawyers. The lawyers do what they're paid to do. A lot of men had bags under their eyes back then.
We are free again. We can think. Madman who did this to us must die, so he can never do it again.
I think it's just that, I don't know, they're just evil.
I love you. I love you. You wondered once how the great priest king Yakovarman lost his power, releasing his subjects. He was enamored of the fair Indra. He did try by sundry means to win her love. But she, as women will, could not care for him. So he willingly gave up his power for this woman he loved.
It is a rebellion, it sounds like. Uh-oh. They should probably get out of there. It sounds like it's getting kind of crazy. That's fucked up. He gave up his powers and he ended up getting killed. Man, that's fucked up.
There. Come on, where is it? What's happened?
Boy, it didn't take her long to get over. Oh boy, did it.
Whom the gods destroy, they first make mad.
Might help if I unmuted it, I swear. Oh, hello, Lady Miss. I did not know you were here. I am glad you were here. Never give your powers up for anybody. Like, do not. You can not use their powers on someone, but don't give them up. That bitch got that dude killed, and 5 seconds later, she was in some other dude's arms. Like, God dang, that poor guy. That sucks. I had not seen it before either. I have to admit, with some of these old movies, I'm tempted to kind of gloss over or skim through them real quick to make sure there's nothing too canceling in there. Just to, because the internet will eat people alive these days. Oh, I am glad you are here. I'm thinking about trying to do this like every Saturday. I have been slacking on streaming for such a long time, so I'm trying to make myself like at least commit to every Saturday. And so I have on my channel I have the other ones, the upcomings. So it should be there if you want to hit like a little notification to remind y'all for next Saturday. I don't know if I'll stream before then. I might, but I'm at least trying to commit to Saturdays. Raquel would have shown up, but she was having a cat nap, and she called me, and she was like, I just woke up. I was like, uh-oh. None more than me, do not worry. I have slacked off so bad. Like, I usually will hang out with Apion and Raquel, and generally not on my own channel. Oh, no, you're moving. Where are you moving? Well, I mean, I guess you may not want to answer that publicly, I suppose. It was like those people that raided the house. I think they were like sort of zombies, but they weren't like dead. They were just kind of hypnotized, kind of like Serpent in the Rainbow, kind of. And so when he gave up his powers, but I don't know how you just give up your powers. I think they snapped out of their trance and attacked him. I think that's what happened. I if I could get Rumble to work right, I would stream there too, but it doesn't want to recognize StreamYards, so I kind of don't know what to do about that. Oh dear. Yeah, watch out for anyone trying to blow powder in your face, my guy. That will not be good. But anywho, it has been awesome. Oh, hold on. I am glad you had fun. I will be glad to see y'all next Saturday or sooner, whichever. We'll see how that goes. I had a backup movie just in case they were wrong about this being in the commons and like shut me down. I'd have to start a different movie. So I had one like prepared just in case that happened. Thankfully, it did not. Hey, thank y'all for being here. Y'all are awesome. Love you all. I will see you when I see y'all. So lots of hugs to everyone. Oop, almost got to end stream. Almost left studio. I have really got to get back to being used to this. Anyway, but lots of love to everyone. Glad to hear it, Lady Miss. Mwah.